So, I'm not gonna, you didn't do anything. Anything different this year?
Just add a little more lights and more things, like every year, like everybody does.
Do these young ladies help?
I don't know.
All by yourself? Yes. Okay, well, thank you for doing it, and thank you all for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Susan Munger, 252 Laurie Circle, 9 times.
Wow.
What's your name?
Tommy,
Tommy? How old are you, Tommy?
8,
8. Did you help do the decorations?
kind of.
Kind of. Close enough. 9 times.
Yes.
How many? Risk it in a row?
No, I missed a year.
You missed 1 year. Very close. That's good. You think, was it any different that year, or you just think you missed it?
I don't know.
So what do you do with 9 of these?
I have them in my dining room.
Golly. Oh, that's very nice. Well, there's another one. I'm sure we'll see you again next year, right?
Hopefully.
And you'll kind of help next year, too?
Yes.
Thanks for coming out.
Edgar and Linda
Nürnberger.
Nürnberger.
Is that right? Is that close?
549 Carlisle Lane, 9 times.
You do this, or does she do this?
Well, I put out most of the outside, but there was one tree that I know she's very particular about, and I have her to do that. But the rest of it, I did all the outside, and she does the inside.
Not bad for a 77-year-old man, huh?
66, 63 with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. Apple Watch, don't do anything. So what's unique about the one tree?
He just doesn't like twirling the lights around it.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Well, she has her way of doing it, so I let her do it.
Apparently, not your way.
That's right.
And 9 times.
9 times.
This makes 9. 8 times in a row. Close.
Nothing since 2013. She's not happy. Come by our house then.
Thank you. And maybe we'll see you next year. Okay.
You guys are brutal.
Okay, Louis Pina, 288 Claridge Circle, 7 times.
All your family?
That's my family, yes.
They don't want to come up?
Not because they don't do anything. I get ownership on this.
So you had a committee meeting and said, all in favor, say aye, and you're going to represent it?
Exactly.
I know how that works.
I know, right?
Anyway, so how many times you did?
7.
7.
This is my 7th, yes.
And how long you lived here?
15 years.
And so you've been doing this every year for all 15?
No, the first 4 years, I didn't really do anything to the house until, I got, my kids, and they're the ones who pushed me to decorate. So I did, and I started building up, and
So they sit inside during commercial
they
breaks?
they do the inside. I do the outside.
Outside, they don't help you outside at all?
No, they don't help me out. Well, my wife does, she helps me move the letter once in a while, that's it. Just to hold it, just to...
Wait, are you on the ladder when she moves?
No, well, no, I'm down. Hopefully I'm down. I gotta say, the first time I did this in my old house in Romaville, I got up on the roof and I couldn't come down. I was afraid of coming down, in a bad way. So I would stop there for like an hour and a half, just sitting there waiting like, how am I gonna get down? It was just the funniest thing. I'm like, you gotta call 911, something, 'cause I can't come down. It was funny. I was sitting there like, it's getting cold and she's, come down. Can't.
Finally, you decided
Just
you...
finally, I have to do it. So now I'm like a cat. I go up there so fast and,
Over that fear.
I know, I got over that fear and just, it's fun. I sit there and watch everybody drive by and I'm putting up lights in October, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but no, I love it. I got to do this, you know. So.
Well, we appreciate you doing it. Thank you very much. All right.
Joseph and Pamela Plicky, 132 West Briarcliff Road, first-time winner. Oh, not here.
Not here.
Not here, sorry. James and Amanda McGraw, 237 Windsor Drive, three-time winner.
Good evening. How are you? Good. So 3 times in how many years?
13.
You decorate all 13?
Yes, for the most part.
They were a little better this year.
Yeah.
Do you help?
Yes.
That's nice. So, you win last year?
No.
Year before?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty good
Yeah.
pattern there.
Yeah.
You notice how we arranged for snow tonight?
Yeah, perfect.
I don't think it's gonna, I think being a weatherman is a pretty great job. Chance of snow tonight. No chance. What's that mean? Anywhere from 1 to 8 inches. And then they revise it, maybe 6 inches. Now they're saying probably not much at all.
Right.
So, great job those guys got. Anyway, you both do the work,
Yes.
and you lived here 13 years?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. I hope to see you back here next year.
Me too.
Thank you.
13 years?
What is that? Lived here.
Yeah.
Lived here.
Oh, lived here, okay, gotcha. Tim Zielinski, and that is at 874 Blue Stem Drive, four-time winner.
Hi there. What's your name?
Marissa.
Marissa. Did you help?
Mhm.
A lot?
Oh yeah.
You like having that help?
Oh, yeah, she's my apprentice.
Like the next couple of years, you're just gonna slide out and let you develop?
Mhm.
the idea.
Anything new this year?
Different?
Well, we had a big mega tree, and
Yeah, we added about a 4,000 light mega tree this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's nice about the new lights, you're not blowing circuits all the way.
right, that's exactly. We rewired the whole house just for this.
Oh, wow.
Dedicated.
Dedicated. So, how old are you?
12.
And where do you go to school?
St. Scholastica.
You like it?
Mhm.
Good. Just up on TV up there? Thanks for your help. Appreciate it. There you go. Well, wait, come on.
Art and Vanessa Wazalunski, 339 South Palmer Drive, first-time winner.
Okay, come on up. Are you cold?
No.
Yeah, well, shake your hand. You gotta take it out of your pocket. There you go. So,
First time winner, yep.
you surprised?
Yeah, a little bit surprised opening up the letter, yes.
And how long you lived here?
15 years.
Okay, this is the first time you've decorated?
No, we've been decorating the 15 years we've been living here, but I think this time my wife she really coordinates with colors. She doesn't go with the multicolor facet. She goes really with the white theme. So this year with the main entrance, she put up a real bright white star that kind of probably shines towards Pioneer Elementary School. You can almost see it from probably a mile away. And also probably in terms of the light decorations around the windows, she really took her time to really frame them nicely so they're, the more straight edged versus just kind of taped up there. So I think it must caught a lot of people's eyes in that main thoroughfare.
So what did you do?
I helped. But I give her all the credit. I mean, she's the one that, does it.
Where is she?
She's at work. So she has a late shift. So.
Did you help?
No. No.
They came out at the very end too, so give a thumbs up or thumbs down, so I appreciate it.
It's your committee, huh?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for coming out. See you.
Violetta and Paul Strumquist, 480 Wildflower Way, first-time winner. Not here. I'm sorry. Not here. Leroy Williams, 1492 Lily Cash Lane, two-time winner.
I'm doing well, you?
Pretty good.
Well, two-time winner?
Two-time winner.
You expect to get this every year? You go out there, I'm gonna win a plaque, is that what you do?
Sometimes I do that.
All the time. So, how long you been living here?
This place I lived there 15 years. The other place I lived 31 years. There, he lived in Bolingbrook 46 years.
46?
That's great. Wow.
So, you're born and raised here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not born, but second graduating class at Bolingbrook High School, 1977.
You still there then?
Yeah,
Jeanette was principal secretary there for a long time.
right. It did.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, anything new this year?
Oh, well, they do what this year?
You anything different or new this year in lights?
Well, yes, I did do new like that. I do, he do the high stuff, and I do the low stuff.
Good team effort.
You don't get on that roof and get scared about coming down?
He,
Up there.
he thinks I'm all right, but I'm not. I try to wait until the nephews come in now to do it.
I understand that. I don't do roofs anymore.
Also, I also won another award from the Bloomfield West Association.
Oh, they give out awards too?
Yeah, I won
That's
that
nice.
Metro Lights.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again next year.
Mary Beth and Matthew Galvin, 1540 Schumacher Drive, first-time winner.
Big smile. What's your name?
Silas?
Can I see yourself up there on TV?
Yeah.
Want to wave to anybody? Who does all the work?
Most of it, yes, I do it, yeah.
And how many years you been, this first time?
Mhm.
You concerned when you got the letter?
Well, I also thought it was something like a bill or some sort of letter I didn't want to receive. And he handed it to me and I ripped it out of his hand and I said, "What the heck is this?" And he's recording me at the same time as well. So as I read it, I just get super excited and a little too excited, I think.
And then she wondered why it was addressed to me.
Yeah.
So she called somebody.
I wanted to make sure the plaque was not going to be engraved with just his name on it. And she said, "Don't worry, we don't engrave it." I said, "All right, good," because I was the one on the roof. I was the one out there on my day off work putting all the blow-ups out.
Okay.
I will say, in December, we were only here for 1 year, and we lived in Romeoville for 8 years. I did, but never won. So my first year here, I won, so I was super excited.
Did you help?
Yeah.
You helped me what?
Take it down.
Yes.
Pull those lights off the bushes.
Mhm.
So, you've been here,
A little over a year now, yeah, so.
there's no name engraved on here.
I know.
Well,
All that matters.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
There you go.
Kevin and Gail Brown, 387 Avery Lane, first-time winner.
See, a lot of the first time people come a lot, some of the more seasoned people just wait to get it. So, were you surprised?
I was actually.
Did you help? Did you do all the work? Who did the work?
He did the outside, I did most of the inside.
That's pretty much the pattern here. So, were you up on the roof?
I don't go on the roof, I just go near the gutters up high, which is high enough for me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Going on the roof is faster, but I get on the ladder and get off,
And you just move it, keep going.
and I just move it.
What I thought was interesting is that she had to do a little pushing this year because I didn't want to do it. We've lived in the village 29 years.
Really?
15 years in this house. And we've won the subdivision decorating contest between Bloomfield West a few times. So what we did was we put out less, but made it just as pretty. And we won. So it was shocking.
Well, I've seen Christmas decorations that sometimes look like the old Kmart lot, you know, with multiple things. And I've seen some with Great Kate, which is a star with a floodlight on it. It's, you know, like the Hallmark moment.
Right. I learned this year that it's all about presentation. We have a lot of decorations, and I didn't want to pull them all out, but I wanted to put up enough to make her happy, so.
I got a 10-foot blow-up Santa Claus. That's my idea, you know. No, I thought, gee, that's just what a 5-year-old granddaughter loves.
There you go. There you go.
That's what I'm going for. Okay, thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it.
See you next year.
Vanita Kirkwood, 265 Ironbark Way. First time winner.
So you ripped that letter open, and what'd you think?
I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got a major award. That was great.
Well, basically done. Where are you gonna put this?
It's probably gonna go in the foyer, at the door, so I can see it every day.
You do all this yourself?
No, my husband helps. He just puts it where I tell him to put it. You know, and it works out. Follow my direction, that's it.
Back out to redo something?
Yes, yes, yes. If he doesn't follow the directions, just follow the direction. That's it. That's all I'm just trying to get him to do. Yeah.
Sending emails, or you studying?
No, just get out there and do it. You know, it's all for the cause, you know. Yeah, getting it.
Glad you like this. See you next year?
Yes, absolutely.
He follows directions.
Yes, he will.
Okay. Gregory and Trudy Mares, 10 Hampshire Court. First time winner. Not here. Sorry. Rich and Dawn Schmatt, 2 Winterberry Court. First time winner.
The whole crew. All right. Got 2 questions for each of you. What's your name?
Owen?
And did you help?
Yes.
What's your name?
Reagan?
Did you help?
No.
Your name?
Griffin?
Did you help?
Yes.
You cold?
Yeah.
Carter?
Did you help?
Yeah.
Dawn.
Did you help?
I did.
Okay. Well, you got lots of help up here. Was this your first time?
This is the first time winning.
Oh, so what did you think when you got the letter?
We were excited. We've only been here 2 years, so it's kind of a neat award. I didn't know anything about it, so.
Where'd you move from?
We came from Hoffman Estates.
What brought you down this way?
My kids.
All right, well, that's a reason. Anyway, so what'd you do? Anything unusual this year?
Just a lot of lights, covered all the bushes, all the way up the top of the tall trees and bushes. So just trying to make it look pretty.
Did you get on the roof?
Almost. Almost. Got to kind of lean on the roof, hang on the ladder a little bit. And these guys helped with all that.
You think about it and decide not to go up there?
Pretty much. I can't wait for them to be able to go up on their own. They move a lot quicker than I do.
We're a little top-heavy these days.
I understand.
Not as agile.
Not as agile.
Well, who helped you the most?
Oh, it was pretty even split. Okay, let's give it this guy.
Well, I heard him say, as you said you helped. He said, no, he didn't.
I helped more. He's just salty.
Salty.
Well,
We'll share it.
there you go. We shared. There you go. Thanks for coming out. See you next year.
Ronald and Cheryl Cotton. What did I skip?
Steve Rockwell.
Steve Rockwell, sitting right there.
Oh, my goodness, Steve Rockwell. I forgot, I skipped you. 118 North Vincent Drive, 10 times.
This is number 11.
11 times this time. What? Don't what?
Well,
Two
it'll be
times.
overtime.
Okay.
Anyway, Steve was the retired economic development person at the Village of Romeo. How long you been retired now?
Year and a half.
You like retirement?
Yes, it's kind of just being under new management, sir.
Think about that a bit. Now I know what you mean. So what do you do all day in retirement? Whatever you're told.
Well, yeah. Grocery store in the middle of the day, waiting for golf.
You always have that one item that you have to drive and get the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you go?
I just go down here at Naperbrook.
You like it over there?
Mm-hmm.
You ever play Bolingbrook?
Oh, yeah. Not well.
Yes,
It's a test.
of course.
So anything different this year?
About 5 or 6 years ago, when our grandson was born, we switched, threw everything away and did red and green, and that seems to make a difference. It's looks good.
Smart move, throwing it away.
Threw it
I
away.
think I have my decorations from 35 years ago.
No, we got a lot, but not that far back.
I got C9s, I got all those things, you know. You just hate to throw them.
I run those up either side of the driveway. It looks kind of nice, and you can find the driveway.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, Steve. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you. Take care, yep.
Ronald and Cheryl Cotton, 331 Sweet Gum Street, first time winner.
All right. How are you? Sorry about the little mishap. We
That's
just
all right.
Somebody we want to do that. So were you surprised?
I thought it was a reduction in my property tax.
I've been sitting there thinking about that all the time. I gotta have somebody, she's gonna ask me and I need to. Good one. How long you lived here?
18 years total, 2 years where I am currently.
And what street is it again?
331 Sweet Gum.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like it?
Oh, love it. The house is beautiful. That's why we won the award. My wife makes arrangements for the lights. I don't.
You just put them up?
No, she does. She has to put up.
Oh.
I don't do anything. It's my wife's house. I just live there. She does too.
What do you gotta make?
I know it. That's why I'm married to her.
You know, it may be tedious to a lot of people. You hear some great things, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, there's your plaque.
Thank you.
Do you think you'll have her order up and have somebody do it and pay the bill again next year?
Of course.
Julian Myrick, 177 North Lancaster Drive, first time winner. No, one time. So it's a second time winner, right? Yeah.
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
Good.
And what's your name?
Julian?
Your name?
Chimani.
Shabani. It's Shabani.
Okay.
So, you big Cub fan?
Yeah.
They gonna win this year?
I hope so.
A lot of,
Can't make no promises.
no, a lot of stories. That's good. They are.
We'll do better than the Sox.
Did you help?
Not that much.
Not that much.
More than last year.
More than last year?
You helped me more this year than you did last year.
So how long you lived here?
I've been in Bolingbrook almost 40 years.
Wow. Kind of grew up here then, right?
Yeah.
Class of? what year?
93. 93.
93.
So anything different this year in decorations?
Colors. Just changed the colors up mostly. Rearranged it a little bit.
What colors you got?
I went mostly to white this year. Last year we had a lot of blue and reds.
That's in there. One gentleman went to go with red and green and some
Right.
all white. I like all white just because you just keep throwing bright lights at it.
Yeah.
So, how old are you?
13.
Where do you go to school?
Brooks.
You like it?
A lot of friends.
A lot of friends, good. Well, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Okay. Albert Schubert, 804 Tam O'Shanter Lane Circle. I think that's 14 times.
Is it 14?
Or more, or less.
20 on it, please. Call me.
I've been decorating since 1980 here,
Well, I think you were.
or 81, 81.
I don't know if that number's right. I mean, that's it. You're here every year. Any different this year?
I redid the ribbon that I wrapped the house with and the bow, it slided.
Ribbon.
You've been doing it so long, you probably start out using candles.
Well, they weren't invented yet.
So you're retired now?
I am, yes.
So you have lots of time to plan and put this together?
Well, I got time to redo things and repair them and get them working again.
So you weren't surprised you got the letter?
No.
You didn't think it would be a property tax reduction? Good seeing you. Yeah.
Jackie Randall, 503 Monroe. 5 times?
Hi, Jackie.
I did nothing. I take that back. I held the strand of lights. My granddaughter did it, but she worked for Panera, so she is not here. Too old to climb.
You live in Worcester Village?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of people think this is a single family home. We have a lot of multi-family or Winston Village and so forth.
And this is the first year that I did not win in Winston Village.
Well, they give out awards too?
Exactly. $200 first place. It's 175 second, 75 third, and 50 for fourth.
That's a lot better than a $25 savings bond.
Yes. Man, $200 to buy replace some lights.
Anyway, thanks for coming out tonight.
All right, Raj.
Appreciate it.
Fred, your Bassick, 430 Charlestown Drive. First time winner.
So, what is the correct pronunciation?
Urbisek.
Urbisek.
Okay, Urbisek.
Okay, and you are?
Carlene Van Dion.
Hunter Van Dam.
And Sean Van Dam.
So who did all the work? You didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing. Zero. Zero.
You just came along to see eye candy for the TV for John.
That's exactly correct.
Did you do all the work?
No, joint effort. So I thought I was going to get kind of out of this after, I think we've been at this residence for 17 years. We've been in Bolingbrook for 27. And this was going to be an opportunity for me to not have to do it this year. And then Hunter decided he was going to be with us all the time, so yeah.
You like Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Jingle bells.
Can't argue with that, can you?
I'm sorry?
Can't argue with Jingle Bells, can you?
No.
Did you teach him how to sing it?
Mom. Mom's a singer.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for coming out. There you are.
Yay.
Hilda Silva, 805 Lindsay. Where are you? Yeah, she signed up. Yeah. 805 Lindsay. No, maybe she couldn't stay. Okay.
One more down there, wasn't
No, that was it. That was Hilda. And those were all
Anyone
together.
else?
No, I've got more up here.
Oh, there's more, okay.
Yeah, I have more. They weren't written down. Okay, we have Kylie and Zion Aldridge, 825 Hartford Lane, two-time winner. I think, is that two-time winner? Yeah. Yes, okay.
I think that name wasn't right. It's what is?
Kylie
And Zion.
and Zion Ulrich.
Aldridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
So it's the second time you won.
Second.
In a row?
Yes.
So you weren't surprised?
We were waiting for it.
I'll get it again next year, too. Oh, that's me, for sure. She doesn't go outside. She doesn't like the cold.
No, 100% right here.
I had a 40-foot boom lift, so she wasn't getting on that.
40?
Yeah, you could drive it around the yard.
Up with the ladder.
So you're all in this, aren't you?
I don't mess around.
What do you do with a 40-foot boom lift?
Well, I have anchors on the roof with like ropes and ladders and harnesses that I would hang off the roof. So this year we used the.
Oh, wow. I know you can't see that. That is very pretty. Wow.
I shouldn't say thank you. He did it.
Well, you took pictures.
Yeah.
So we can expect to see you again next
Oh
year.
yeah, with more lights too, for sure.
More lights.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's pretty awesome.
Appreciate you coming out. I have to-
Okay, we have Alina. I'm going to go for this. Getivo? Not good? 248 Tobias Circle.
Dubai.
Oh, here they come. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow, it's right.
Okay, gang. One a little closer. One a little closer.
was that you won? Second time, okay.
All right, here's, over here, would you please?
Two-time winner.
Now look up there, see yourselves on TV? What's your name?
Auntie? Elias?
And her name?
Gracie? Gracie.
Oh.
Wow. So, you weren't surprised, this is 2 in a row?
We're waiting for it, yeah. Second year. We're here for 2 years.
Oh, you've been here 2 years, you won both times?
Yes.
That's great.
Wow. So, do these young men help out at all?
Thumbs up only. But we're doing for them.
Well, let's do it, no, that's true. Do you like Christmas like Gracie?
Like Kristen?
Yeah.
You gotta get, sit around and smile at that camera, smile.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out. I know that was a job to get them all out here tonight, and appreciate you doing it. And we'll see you next year. 3 in a row? Oh, thank you for doing it. You doing it.
Victor Vegas, 431 Cardinal Lane, 7 times.
Wow.
Yep, no, this one. This one's the last one.
This one.
Yeah, this one I got to call.
Oh, come on up. You know, we can watch it all night here. What's your name again? Victor. What's your name?
Gia?
Gia. Look over here so you can see the camera up there. So do you help?
A little bit.
Where do you go to school?
Pioneer?
You like it?
Yeah.
So it's 7 times
It's actually 6. Yeah, this is the 6th time.
in a row?
No, no.
Do you expect to get this?
No, I actually wasn't.
Slacked off or what?
In the last couple of years, yeah, it kind of draw down a little bit of the lights. There was a deployment in there, which I really didn't do much. And,
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. So this year, they wanted it a little bit more. We did a couple little things different here and there.
I'm
added
sorry,
a couple of things.
I didn't.
Now they want more for next year, so.
Yeah.
Well, next year you can help, right?
No.
Thanks for coming out. All right.
Okay, let's try this here. DeVart?
Why don't we try 1467
Breezeway.
Breezeway. We'll get this right.
Yeah, there we go. Help. Six times.
6 times.
Wow.
DeBarge.
Divas.
Thatcher.
Divas.
Got that?
Yeah, I got it.
So, you're
I'll
kind of
wait.
a pro at this.
Yeah.
Yes, my grandmother started back in '83. We haven't won since 2007. I took over a few years ago, and it's the first time winning since I started.
You doing different this year?
Added music, Christmas music, and some more inflatables.
Nice.
Good. That's
Oh,
what
it
did.
obviously works.
Yes,
You can do it again next year?
of course, more lights.
All right. Lights get
All those
attention.
done.
Music works too.
Yes.
What's your blow-up?
I had a Santa Claus and 3 reindeers and some elves.
Oh, good, it worked. Thanks for coming out tonight. There you go.
Okay, we have Shireen Raphael, 355 Deering Lane, 2 times.
And your name is?
Irene.
Shireen.
Ronnie.
So, this your 2 times? Last year too? Oh, so 2 in a row, good. Got it after 25
You
years.
don't want to lose it.
So you weren't surprised?
And we didn't need to get it, like, we were expecting to get it.
You were?
Not me.
You were expecting to get it? Did you help?
Yes.
So you put a lot of this yourself?
Kind
Put a lot
of.
of work.
Kind of.
Well, I'll let you hold that plaque. So we expect to see you back here next year?
We'll try, yeah. for sure.
What do you say about that?
Yes.
You- Well, thanks for coming out tonight. Okay.
Is
Anyone
there
else?
anyone else? We forget anybody? No. Okay, thank you. Now remember, the next judging is going to be landscaping. That's in June and July. Thank you.
Thanks for all coming out tonight. Congratulations. Phillips? Billy. We're going to take about a 3 or 4 minute pause here.
I knew it a long time ago. I've seen her.
That's a good way to say it.
Remember that show?
That was the whole idea.
Yeah, I could tell.
This was a fun one.
This was good.
Salty, you want to come and congratulate you?
He's very
There must be present.
It was something,
Yeah.
So before your time, there used to be a show on TV, Art Linkletter.
I remember it.
Art Linkletter used to have a show, The Darn Things Kids Say.
Yes, I remember this.
It reminded me of that.
And they said,
Remember Art Linkletter?
the darndest things kids say. I remember that my dad used to watch it, and we used to sit around and watch it. Everything, family classics.
perfect. This is
This
perfect.
was
This is
one.
great. Just-
Look, in all the years you have been there, is this the funniest one?
Yeah.
It has to be.
This was great.
Because,
This was the best one.
yeah,
It's
it
good
just
when they
seemed
bring-
like
When they bring the kids up, there's,
they tell the truth, as they say.
Yeah. It's really cute.
I thought that was funny.
now see, I would ask,
All right, next we have a proclamation, St. Baldrick's. Whoever's, is Dave Byrne and Deanna Anderson here? Come up here, please. St. Baldrick's, Bolingbrook for Kids, March 8, 2020. or 2020. Whereas St. Baldrick's is the world's largest volunteer-driven fundraising nonprofit organization which coordinates worldwide head shaving events that raise money to support childhood cancer research. And whereas every 3 minutes another parent is told that their child has cancer, and whereas thousands of brave volunteers shave their heads in solidarity for children with cancer while requesting donations of support from family, friends, and local businesses, and whereas last year's Bolingbrook for Kids event, approximately 167 brave men and women and children has their heads shaved to raise over $117,792. And whereas a few of St. Baldrick's groups of shavees are police officers, firefighters, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, and local schools, this family-oriented event is supported by the Bolingbrook Golf Club, Bolingbrook Police and Fire Departments, and the Promenade Mall here in Bolingbrook. The Bolingbrook for Kids fundraising event will be held at the Bolingbrook Golf Club Sunday afternoon, starting at noon on March 8th. Now, therefore, I rise to declare, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, William DuPage County, Illinois, to hereby proclaim Sunday, March 8th, as St. Bolingbrook for Kids Day, and urge all Bolingbrook residents to stop by the Bolingbrook Golf Club and enjoy a great day out and support this very important cause. I'm not going to steal some of their thunder by telling you what goes on that day, but don't feel as if you're not having your head shaved that you can't go. There's lots of activities, which I'll tell you about now, I'm sure. So, are you accepting, Dana? Dave? Here you go. Mike's all yours.
Hey, great. This is my 7th year on the committee putting on this great event. It's actually not just head shaving. There are kids' activities, Irish dancers, think of everything that we do. Tons of raffles, amazing raffles that David actually solicits around in Bolingbrook, and we've been around the promenade getting, and it's just a great family-friendly event. I mean, you've been there, Mayor's been there every year. A lot of Bolingbrook has been there.
Never had my head shaved, though.
Yeah, this year. I mean, I bet you we can raise a lot of money that day to get your head shaved.
When the mortuary calls, then you can shave it. I don't know.
It's honestly just are you starting a fund now over here? They're getting it out, you know.
These people want to have their head shaved. Ken, how about you?
Yeah, it's a great family-friendly event that we are honored to put on every year. It's been great. It's been amazing. I'm really good friends with Michelle Gans, our lead person on this, and it's just touching to see all these kids and families come out for such an amazing cause. I mean, pediatric cancer, it affects everyone in our community. So
well, and this goes on across the country.
Yes.
So there's millions across the world, millions of dollars raised for childhood cancer research, and who can argue with that?
Exactly. So come on out.
Last year, St. Baldrick's raised
Oh, I got it.
$285 million worldwide for pediatric cancer research.
117,000 came here in Bolingbrook.
Which is amazing, and it continues to grow every year.
Good.
It's just great. It's perfect.
Thanks, Deanna. Dave, see you on March 8th.
I have a bunch of T-shirts in the bag. Can I just set them out somewhere if anyone wants?
Sure, if you don't, yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll tell you what, just walk, okay, we'll just put them right here, please.
Right here?
What, like, you guys see one? Just show them.
Yep.
Pretty color.
This one says rock the bald, so, which he possibly will do, right?
Rock the ball, yeah.
Roger rocks the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't hold your breath. Okay. Next, we have a commission appointment. Kevin Stewart, please join me. Kevin is a 5-year resident, works for Comcast in the cable industry. What do you do for Comcast? Go step over.
Communications technician.
So if somebody's cable goes out tonight, they just call you?
They call Comcast.
Kevin's cell phone is... Anyway, worked for Comcast for 26 years in the cable industry. Not always Comcast?
Comcast, but in the industry, yes.
Oh. Well, it's hard to keep up with what's going on in that industry, isn't it? It's,
Yes.
It's, and then we get a final on that basketball game. Why is that? I have to look, when I think about it. Oh, I see. It was, all right, the last one I got was 17 seconds to go, and we were up by 1. And he's left me hanging, so it's obviously over at this point. Anyway, I hope they won. Anyway, if you would, at this time, raise your right hand. I state your name.
Kevin Stewart,
Will solemnly swear
solemnly swear
to uphold the Constitution of the United States,
would uphold the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook,
the Municipal Code of Bolingbrook.
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
I will faithfully discharge my duties
as a member of the Bolingbrook Community Television,
as a member of the Bolingbrook Community Television,
to the best of my ability,
best of my ability,
in a manner prescribed by law.
in a manner prescribed by law.
There you go. There's a Bolingbrook pin for you and your official commission.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Welcome aboard. Jim Singer is president of BCT. Chairman, president. Thank you for coming out tonight. Congratulations. Is there anyone here tonight that wants to speak about anything that's on the agenda that is going to be voted on tonight? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to our regular agenda. Oh, one other thing. Today, some of us had the opportunity to attend a very unusual, a very special event at IHOP, the International House of Pancakes here in Bolingbrook on Janes Avenue. I know that other trustees have probably commented about it, but this was kind of special, and I wanted to mention this by itself so it doesn't get lost in all the other announcements. But Mary, you were at the event. Tell us what we went to today.
It's a beautiful event. Actually, our very own Samantha Zielinski is a 13-year-old here from Bolingbrook. She is the ambassador for Children's Miracle Network. And she invited us to IHOP today because it was National Pancake Day. So we were there, and again, she's an ambassador, which we're very proud to have her. Locally, she's just a radiant 13-year-old. Her personality, her smile, very welcoming. So it was a great opportunity to be there and support her and her family. And she's gone through a lot, and you couldn't tell. Just a jovial, happy little girl, 13-year-old.
Now, what's the money raised for again?
It is for children's cancer, Laurie's Children's Hospital, sorry. Laurie's Children's Hospital, downtown Chicago. So it's, if you go to IHOP, you'll see a little donation container. And all the IHOPs across the nation, I believe, are holding fundraising for different hospitals in their local areas. Right.
Great. It's a great day. And again, congratulations to Sammy Linsky as one of 5 children that represent the effort to raise funds for children's cancer at the Robert and Children's Hospital in Chicago.
Laurie's Children's Cancer Hospital.
Laurie, that's it. Bolingbrook won by 3.
Yeah.
70 to 67 over Homewood Flossmoor, which has become the new, every year. It's a big battle, football, basketball. They beat us in football this year. And they beat us in basketball pretty handily a couple weeks ago, I mean, like by 20 points. So to come back tonight, maybe a home field advantage, I don't know, home court advantage. Either way, that's big news, and that will be in the Sun-Times and Trib. They don't cover much of the high school sports anymore, but that one will be in the paper.
Congratulations.
Oh, the Joliet Herald News might even cover it. Are you with the Herald News?
No.
No, okay. Next, again, bill listing, Exhibit A, $2,203,894.08. Bill listing B, $402,006.91. A total of $2,605,900.99. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Vote trustee Jesuit, second trustee Basta. Questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarati.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Okay, we have one motion this evening, a motion to ratify and approve a real estate contract sales for 4 lots in Americana Estates. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Watts, second trustee Carpenzano. The village has received a contract for lots 102, 103, 116, and 117 in Americana Estates. The offer is for $85,000 each of lots 102 and 3. The list price was $95,000, and the offer is within the negotiations parameters set out in the ordinance. The village has never marketed lots 111 through 117 because the adjacent property has not yet been platted. The offer is $55,000 each for those two lots. Total offer is $280,000. The purchaser plans to consolidate the 4 lots into 1 lot and build an 8,000 square foot home. So it's probably approaching $2 million home by the time it's done. He's a local businessman, and he loves Bolingbrook, and in fact, he mentioned that he's bought his mother-in-law one of the homes in Liberty Green, which is on the west side of the golf course. So he's all in for Bolingbrook, and we talked quite a bit about these lots, and he wants to get started with construction, I'm sure, soon. It should be something to see. It's going to be a beautiful home. I've seen some of the plans. Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. First resolution is a resolution for maintenance of streets and highways by the Village of Bolingbrook under the Illinois Highway Code with the Illinois Department of Transportation, hereafter referred to as IDOT. The resolution approves an estimated 2020-21 motor fuel tax budget for submittal to IDOT. IDOT requires that an estimated budget be submitted for their review prior to the village adopting our annual budget, MFT budget. Proposed budget's amount of $2,699,392. This is a 1.8% increase over last year's budget. The budget includes, these are a variety of things that you can spend MFT money. The MFT funds are what's collected at the gas pump by statewide gas tax. First is snow and ice removal, $873,412. Drainage maintenance, $134,050. Pavement maintenance, $371,500. Sign maintenance, $156,000. Electric maintenance, $481,830. Tree maintenance, $157,600. Sidewalk replacements, $350,000, and pavement markings, $175,000, totaling again $2,699,392. This budget will be incorporated into the village's overall 2021 budget. There'll be a budget workshop in March with budget adoption coming at our last board meeting in April. Questions?
I need a motion.
Motion, trustee Jaskowitz, second.
Second.
Second, trustee Watts. Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. Excuse me. Our first ordinance this evening has an accompanying planning commission report. Approval of special use permit for a plan development and adoption of finding of fact. That's new wording. Where does it come from? That the new law firm's idea?
You know, they're supposed to come forward with their findings of fact. It's just listed today.
It's first time it's ever been listed in 33 plus years. I think it's a new law firm.
It's not the law. We don't get paid by the words.
Somehow that's got to be built in. Anyway, finding of fact, top driver, 1715 West Boughton Road. The applicant. Is there a motion to accept the planning commission report?
So moved. Second.
Motion to trustee Carpenzano, second to trustee Lawler. Again, this is because it's a non-sales tax generating use. It requires a special use permit, and the plan commission agrees, sent us to report to accept it. We've now the motion to accept that report. Questions on the plan commission report? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Planning commission report is accepted, will be placed on file. Now we have the accompanying ordinance, which approves that special use permit for a planned development for top drivers, again, 1715 West Boughton Road. That is way west at the intersection of King Road and Boughton Road. And obviously, I think they want to go there and maybe attract both Bolingbrook as well as Mapleville residents who need driver instruction. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Jesuit, second trustee Pasta. The applicant is seeking approval of a special use permit to allow a driving school in Augusta Plaza. The applicant will lease 1,190 square feet in the center. Automotive and non-sales tax units require SU special use permit. Planning commission, of course, approved it. Questions? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. The next order is approved amending Chapter 26 Fire Regulations of the Municipal Code of the Village of Bolingbrook. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Motion trustee Basta, second trustee Lawler. This ordinance amends Chapter 26 Municipal Code. It's a housekeeping measure. The ordinance adopts the 2018 International Fire Code. The village is currently operating under the 2006 International Code. Question was raised, why are we still in a 2006 code when there's a 2018 and this is 2020? Anyone want to take a stab at that?
A code update might be so minor it's not worth adopting, but also too, we want to take a look at the codes and make sure that they are appropriate. These are international building codes, so fire sprinklers is something that has been in a residential home that we have not wanted to require, so we wanted to make sure our code meets that to make sure that we don't have to put fire sprinklers in there such as that.
Well, I do know that codes come out periodically, and I've been around this business long enough to know that codes like this are typically written by retired firefighters, retired building commissioners, retired police officers, although they don't necessarily have a code. The point is, they kind of sit there and just draft what would be the perfect world, and we like to go through those codes to make sure they conform with what's reasonable sometimes. And again, as mentioned, there's been a push by people that make sprinklers and others to require all homes to have sprinkling systems in them. And it's something we've talked about off and on over the years, but to my knowledge, there's only a handful of people in Chicagoland that have considered that. It's very expensive. They're not necessarily always reliable. And so we haven't gone there, but that's just one example. But there's other nuances that you read through the codes that they got to be gone through very carefully before you make a general adoption. Any comment? Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. The next ordinance is amending chapters 8, 17, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, and 33 of the municipal code. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Motion trustee Basta, second trustee Watts. This ordinance adopts the 2018 International Building Code, the 2017 International Electric Code, updated the Will County Stormwater Ordinance, and update the local sign ordinance. The ordinance is a housekeeping measure initiated by the staff to update the municipal code to reflect changes in the industry and adopt the best practices. Questions? Same explanation. We do this periodically. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Basta.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes. The next ordinance is put on the agenda for discussion only this evening. It's an ordinance amending chapters 2, 13, and 19 of the municipal code regarding administration of the executive department. Again, for discussion only. This is not, it's been on the agenda now, I believe, at least 3 meetings, maybe 4, I'm not sure. There's 4. There's absolutely no rush on this. A decision to change the governance of Bolingbrook, specifically that of the part-time mayor, only needs to be changed 6 months prior to the next election, which is sometime in the fall. So there's no rush to get this done. In fact, I initiated it early for plenty of time for discussion, and that's what we're doing. Years ago, when I became a full-time mayor, after about 15 years as a part-time mayor, I initiated going to full-time for a lot of reasons, which have been mentioned, I believe, apparently 4 times in a row, 4 meetings in a row. And we did it the same way. I read it publicly 3 successive meetings before it was voted on to give anybody and everybody a chance that wanted to comment that opportunity. So we're doing the same process now. I only know of one person that wants to speak tonight, but there may be others present. Ken Harris. Ken, would you like to say something? You have to. Just like the county board.
Good evening, Mayor, Deputy Mayor Lawler, and village trustees. My name is Ken Harris, and I reside at 222 Carroll Lane in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I've been a resident here for 27 plus years. I'm opposing the plan to reduce the mayor's salary and or make it part-time. I, for one, support a competitive compensation package for elected officials that include a salary that is commensurable for the job. In this case, it's the mayor. The salary is a key issue in this decision. Whether the position is full-time or part-time, the expectations are and will be the same as they have been for over the last 30 years. And it's what the resident of Bolingbrook requires. The expectations of the mayors include, but not limited to, being visible. You're expected to attend sporting events, soccer, football, baseball, track, Little League, etc. You're expected to be available for residents. You're expected to attend ribbon cuttings. You're expected to be involved in decisions. You're expected to serve on boards such as PACE, Metro, and represent us on CMAP. You're expected to run for re-election. You're expected to make tough decisions. You're expected to meet with other municipalities, elected officials, and Bolingbrook department head. You're expected to deal with diversity issues, which have been getting better over the years, and then some of the issues that come to mind lately is this thing called reparations. Diversity is a good start, but more is needed. Build out should not be the end of the mayor's duties. Over the last few meetings, there was an analogy of a teacher having the opportunity to run for mayor. Some would argue, and it may be true, teachers already are highly underpaid. Some would argue that teachers are majority female. And we do have a thing called equal pay for equal work. And it may not be fair to give a teacher, say, hey, you have an opportunity to run for mayor, and we don't want to pay you anything either. We also heard the example of Costco, the need to be available at the spur of the moment. This is all justification for a full-time person to be available when needed. This position requires a person to be away from their family constantly, so they should be appropriately compensated for that. This should be treated as a job. Money entices people. The person, the next mayor, should be someone that's willing to invest in our community. Some would argue that the way elections been going lately, the next mayor would most likely be a female or a minority. And now, while we're on this issue of salaries, I think the trustees' salaries should be under review. I don't know if it has been in the past, but whatever they're making is not enough. I think it should be reviewed also. If you go part-time, you have to deal with a village manager, a village administrator, they will have additional responsibilities. So I will hope that you would look at their salaries and hope of increasing it. Once again, I for one support elected officials being compensated according to their job. I appreciate you allowing me this time to talk, and that's just my concerns and how I feel as being a 27-year resident of Bolingbrook. Thank you.
Could we get a copy of that?
You sure can.
Jim, would you mind making? Well, I'll make a copy right now. Interesting, I've not heard anybody talk about elected officials should be paid more. Quite frankly, it's typically the other way around on that. But the comment about teachers, Mr. Harris, was mentioned because a teacher is, after 2 years of experience, and I spent 22 years in public education, a teacher is given what's called tenure. And they work in a district, and they get raises according to what was set down. If the mayor's position was full-time and they wanted to run for it, they would have to resign from that spot, serve 4 years, perhaps win or not run again, and then have to go back into the market. And getting jobs as a teacher, there's a shortage of teachers, but only in certain fields. And consequently, they would be in a position to be difficult for them to do so. Other people have very strong career paths. They're working their way into the banking system or insurance system, whatever the business may be. And if they become a full-time mayor, they'd have to give that up. And then perhaps 4 years later, either elected or thrown out of office, then they would have to find a way to get back in. That is a strong reason why a lot of people won't get involved. And the other reasons have been discussed at great length, but I appreciate you coming out and saying that. Anybody else here wants to speak to the issue? Seeing none,
Roger, I have a couple questions, or at least one question. Well, two things. One is I've had 3 responses since the last meeting of people contacting me and saying they would like to see this as a referendum more so than a choice by the trustees making that final decision. And that's, if you add it to the other ones, there's probably about a half a dozen people, or a half a dozen to 10 people that have said they'd like to see this as a referendum versus a trustee decision to do that. So I'm just passing that information on. The other question is one for clarification. On the booklet we received, the benefit of going to a mayor, part-time, full-time administrator would help reduce legal fees based on the research that was done by Mr. Bone and so on. And that would be the saving grace of not having to use additional tax monies to go this route. The question came up with the adjustment or the savings is in the reducement of the retainer by our current law firm. And the question is, how does reducing a retainer save us money, depending on the type of retainer it is? And I did some research because I didn't know there were more than one type of retainer. So I'd like to ask our village attorney, explain this. What type of retainer is it, and how does this save us money?
Joe, go for it. I don't.
In Bolingbrook, and trustee, you're right, there are different types of retainers depending on what the unit of government you're in, or even in private enterprise, there's retainers. In Bolingbrook, you have a retainer for legal services with a whole list of things that we need to do for that retainer, and there are a few things that we do that are outside the retainer, litigation and some labor. But basically everything the village attorneys do come under the retainer amount, which includes helping prepare for the village board meeting, preparing the packet, preparing the ordinances, and there's a whole list of things. If we go to a full-time administrator, the administrator would take on a number of those responsibilities and take those away from the legal team. Therefore, the legal retainer would go down because we wouldn't have to do as much, quite frankly. So in looking at the retainer we have now and working with Mr. Bone, we determined that somewhere around 10%, close to 10%, could be saved of the retainer by having a full-time administrator to do the things that we do. And that would save about $120,000 a year, which is pretty significant.
Just to rephrase what you're saying, the retainer is not set on the number of hours you work, but the job responsibilities to get done. As long as those things get done, that retainer, you earn that. Well, I was told there's a retainer that's use or lose. Is that what this retainer is? You lose it or lose it?
We get the retainer no matter if we go over the retainer or we go a little under, but we never go under. We always go over. So if the
But you don't charge more.
No.
If you go over.
No, that's you win.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the
And
key.
if I could just one other thing, the next referendum that's available would be in November, and that would be past the time when this board could fix the compensation for the next term of office. So it could be an advisory, but this board couldn't do anything with that until 3 years from then when the term would be up.
Two things. By the way, I've not been full-time 30 years, as you said. It's only been like 15 or 16. The first 15 were part-time. And part of the reason the retainer's down, too, is because the activity in Bolingbrook, as you approach build-out, has dropped. We don't have anywhere near the issues that were involved, the council have been involved in all the years. And I would like to clarify one thing that, and by the way, some of those people that have criticized this, if I were suggesting going from part-time to full-time, would have the same criticism, so you can't win with a couple of them. But the point is, the Liquor Commissioner and Tobacco Commissioner, a couple of people have said publicly and on Facebook that I admitted I wasn't doing anything, so that's why we're eliminating a salary. That is an absolute distortion of the truth. Over the years, I have put in systems to properly monitor alcohol issue problems with liquor stores, bars, restaurants. We have very gradually shifted from having bars to only establishments that serve food. We've had that conversation, including a couple of times in the past week, that people come in and want to have a liquor license, they need to serve food, and make it 60, is it 60 or 65%? 60% of their revenue has to come off food. because we don't want more bars, and that's been a very planned thing over a period of years. And that's for a lot of reasons. I used to look at police reports. You could draw a circle around bars and see the police activity. We don't have those issues anymore. Tobacco, much the same way, has been enhanced a bit by the federal law last 6 months that made it illegal to buy tobacco under 21. We were the first community, one of the first communities in Illinois to go to requiring you to be 21 years old. We're very strict with tobacco. We do inspections of stores and tobacco stores to make sure they're selling products that we think should be appropriate for Bolingbrook. We've had vaping issues, cannabis issues, and other related issues. That's all been very carefully. I've worked with Director of Public Safety, Mr. Teppel, on both those issues, and he has put systems in place in the department where there's regular checks. In fact, we're going to be doing a check in one of those areas, probably in the very near future, using people that we send out in the stores, stings, if you know that word. So there's the fact that I have not been doing anything is a total distortion of the fact, but coming from the people it's come from is generally expected because they just, I mean, it's an issue, frankly, they don't like me, and anything I do is they're opposed to. So anyone else would like to say something tonight about that issue?
Well, just a question, Mr. Alderson, just as a point of clarification, as part of that adjustment in the retainer and sort of transfer of certain responsibilities to the village administrator, as part of the proposal, is there a reduction in the number of hours that the village attorney would physically be in the office?
Yes, that's a good point, Trustee Watts. You're used to a 40-plus hour attorney here. Mr. Bowen is still here a number of hours, and we supplement that now. But with a full-time administrator, the need for us to be on site would be diminished. And I think, as I think I said a meeting or two ago, we're going to look at it again if you decide to go to the part-time mayor and a full-time administrator to see if we can't get a further reduction in the retainer, because we're not going to charge you for things we don't do. And one other thing I should add, Mayor, is it won't be impacted here, but in the communities that we represent where cannabis has been allowed to proceed, we are installing something called a cannabis commissioner into the ordinances, because those establishments will need regulation just like the liquor establishments once did. We don't know how much regulation, but certainly we're allowing for the mayor to be the cannabis commissioner because he or she will have to hold hearings if there's any types of violations, and with licenses and permits to be issued. So that is something you didn't even consider, but it's something that we would have brought up if you'd allowed it. Right. So that's anywhere from $25,000 to $35,000 a year for a cannabis commissioner because of the amount of regulation we anticipate.
And with the cannabis issue and those issues, are they doing it? It's not necessarily part of the mayor's job. He can appoint someone else too, correct?
We're making it as part of the mayor's job, but if the mayor wanted to delegate that, he or she could. Sort of like the liquor commissioner.
Yeah, the mayor can also designate someone else to be liquor commissioner.
Correct.
If the mayor's a teetotaler and is offended by people that consume alcohol, it's not necessarily a good fit, and they may choose to put somebody else in that position. Trustee comments, reports. Trustee Zarate.
Thank you, Mayor. Bolingbrook Firefighters Chili Cook-Off. Bolingbrook firefighters will compete in a chili cook-off. Come sample all the chili entries and enjoy a pint of Fire Chief Ale. Tickets are $10. Vote for your favorite chili, 50-50 split, the pot and raffle. The date on that will be March 18th from 6 to 9 at the Rock Bottom Brewery at the Bolingbrook Promenade. Thank you. That's all I have.
Couple of announcements. Mayor Claire, Mr. Rookeman, and I are part of the Bolingbrook Lions Club, and the annual St. Patrick's Dinner Dance is coming up. It's a fundraiser to support the Lions Club initiatives for sight and hearing impaired. And this year, there's an upgrade in the corned beef and cabbage product. Harrington's Catering and Deli is going to be providing that. You can go to the Facebook page, Bolingbrook Lions, or just look up Bolingbrook Lions on the internet, to get tickets. Advanced ticket purchase is required, and that's Friday, March 13th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's always a great time, and it's an all-you-can-eat once everybody gets through the line the first time. So great event and great cause. That is the 13th on Friday, and then Sunday the 15th, another great organization that supports the local area, the Hampton Park Social Athletic Club, is holding their annual Easter meat raffle Sunday, March 15th. It starts at 11 a.m. at Lost Acres Lounge in Romeoville. It's Alexander Circle, but it's actually right off of 53 near the center of town there. And you'll know them from the picnic and the Jubilee. They have sausage and hot dogs and hamburgers out back. And lastly, organization I'm involved in, the 25th Annual Dinner and Auction for the Valley View Educational Enrichment Foundation. The theme this year is Under the Big Top, and it's Friday, March 20th at 6 o'clock. This supports programs designed by teachers and others in Valley View schools. Since 1994, 1,022 programs have been funded for $1.7 million. The best news is it's casual attire, and you go with the theme, so it's circus attire. So I'll let your minds wander to that. And you can find information about this on the village website as well. Thanks.
Thank you. Ashberry's is hosting their Friday fish fry. They have cod for $11.95 and crispy shrimp with sides for $14.95. Again, that's the Ashberry's at Bowden Ridge. Coffee with the Chief will be held at Fire Station number 3, 376 East Boughton Road on March 3rd. And March the 12th, second Thursday of each month, there is story time at the museum, 444 East Briarcliff in Bolingbrook. Last, we have Community Service Council now has a new program that's Health and Safety Owner-Occupied Rehabilitation. Offers up to $10,000 per household for homeowners that are low to moderate income under the age of 62 to help with repairs that have health impacts on homes. Contact Community Service Council for more information. Thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to start by congratulating Kevin Stewart on being appointed to the Bolingbrook Community Television Commission. Always happy to see new people step up and serve on our commissions. It's the heartbeat and of our village, and it's always greatly appreciated to see people step up and volunteer. Just a few announcements. The Fountaindale Public Library would like to let you know that March 17th for the Tuesday primary election, and leading up to that, there are early and grace period voting hours from March 2nd through the 16th. You can go on Fountaindale Public Library's website at www.fountaindale.org to find out those hours. They are different every day, so you want to go on the website to confirm the hours. Also, Heart Haven Outreach, H2O, wants to let you know they're having their Character Counts 3-on-3 basketball tournament. That is taking place March 1st over at Brooks Middle School, 350 Blair Lane in Bolingbrook. I'm looking for the hours. I don't see that here.
1 o'clock start.
Start at 1 o'clock. That is correct. And so, great event. I've coached in this event for many years. It's always exciting to give students that may not get the opportunity to play on their teams at school. This gives them an opportunity to sort of show their skills and be highlighted for the day. So come on out to that event on March 1st. And then finally, New Hope Baptist Church at 509 East Briarcliff is having their food giveaway March 2nd. They do this monthly, and the next one is March 2nd, 2020, and that's 4 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. 509 East Briarcliff Road, New Hope Baptist Church. Thank you.
We discussed our ambassador, Sammy Jelenowski, earlier. She is also the ambassador for Pioneer Elementary School Kindness Day, which happens all throughout the community. And this year, that's going to be on Saturday, May 16th There's a few places around town to record kindness messages, one of which is the Fountaindale Public Library from 1 to 4 p.m. So just a shout out for Kindness Day 2020. The Center for Disability Services is hosting their 25th anniversary of their Great Chefs Tasting Party and Auction. That's Sunday, March 1st at the Bolingbrook Golf Club. You can get tickets by calling 815-744-3500. Midwest Christian Montessori Academy is putting on Bolingbrook's Got Talent. All the contestants have been selected, and they will be performing live on Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m., hosted at the Bolingbrook Community Center. If you want to get tickets, they are on sale on Eventbrite. Just search Bolingbrook's Got Talent. Will County's Fresh Start Fair. Expunge, seal criminal records or other services. You can do this through the Circuit Clerk of Will County. You do have to get in your application before April 1st. If you'd like to learn more, visit circuitclerkofwillcounty.com. And finally, the Best of Bolingbrook Business Awards and Gala, hosted by the Bolingbrook Area Chamber of Commerce. That is going to be hosted, of course, at the Bolingbrook Golf Club Thursday, March 12th, 5:30 in the evening. And if you'd like to get tickets, you can call 630-226-8420. This year's Business Leader of the Year, 2020, is Jill Maldonado of the Bolingbrook Golf Club, so a special congratulations out to Jill. And that's all that I have tonight.
Okay. I mentioned this last time, the Bolingbrook Rotary Club is having their 5th annual mac and cheese cook-off on March 14th at New Life Lutheran Church. I appreciate everybody coming up and stepping up to be chefs. We have one opening for a chef, so if you want to be a last-minute chef, we would welcome you. Tickets are $15 for adults and $10 for children. Under the age of 2, it's free. We'll have other types of food besides the mac and cheese, but it's our biggest fundraiser of the year for the Bolingbrook Rotary, and we'd appreciate it if you come out. It's from 12 to 2, March 14th at New Life Lutheran Church over on 249 North Bolingbrook Drive. On March 26th, the Exchange Club of Northern Will County, which I'm a member of, is honoring the Village of Bolingbrook's 2019 Police Officer and Firefighter of the Year. And that award ceremony takes place at the Bolingbrook Golf Course. Again, it's March 26th. It'll start at 7 o'clock. We invite the general public to come and support and recognize our top public safety officers and staff. Cost is only $30. That includes your meal and some great speeches by our local fire and police people. And we'd appreciate any support you can give us. Come on out for that. Again, March 26th. And probably the most important thing we're going to talk about tonight is the census that's coming up. The U.S. has taken a census. They do it once every 10 years. And so what happens now is so important for the village of Bolingbrook. Not only for the village, but our townships, our state, and so on. Without an accurate count, we do not get the resources that we're supposed to receive from the federal government and from other agencies, because all what they determine on how much they give and what they do and what services they provide are based on our census count. And so it's so important to get everybody to encourage your neighbors, your friends, and everybody else to make sure they fill out the census forms that'll be coming in to you in the next week or two. Now, the majority of people are being encouraged to fill out the census online. And I found out this morning, because we had a meeting with the census group, 23% of our population here in the village does not have internet service. That number surprised me. It's a large number, 23% do not have internet service. The library and the Levy Center are setting up at their locations central area, and they'll have people trained and staff there to help people come in and fill out the census. Whether you have internet or not, you still may want some additional help. So from March 24th, March 26th, March 30th, and April 1st, April 1st is Census Day, at the library, you can go there. They will have internet service for you in 3 languages. English, Spanish, and Polish. They will also have a phone set up so that if you speak another language, the phone that they will be setting up will be able to interpret 59 different languages. So it should be helpful to anybody within our community to fill out the census, understand what the questions are, and make sure that we get an accurate count. Now, the Levy Center is also doing something similar to that. On March 24th and March 31st, they're going to have a mobile census center set up. So there's plenty of opportunity for people to get the census done and done properly and done accurately. It does impact our village and it impacts the dollars we receive here as well. So please, please fill out your census forms.
May I ask where that 23% statistic came from?
It was given to us this morning.
Right.
They didn't say where it came from. They're saying that majority of them, from what I was told, the majority of those are senior homes, that seniors don't want internet service.
Well, I don't necessarily want, they don't use it.
Yeah.
But I think there's also probably some people in there that don't have it, that have a phone that's 5G that, you know, doesn't end run about having it installed in your home. Don't know, I didn't know somebody kept that statistic. So, anyway, do we have no executive session, or a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Boston, second trustee Watts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We stand adjourned.
Remember that from before?